What is love? What is your capacity to love? Do you know what your capacity to love is? And can you let a little more love in? Do you know what it feels like to turn up the volume on romance? Can you taste it? Maybe even touch it? See, love deserves our five senses, and some very, very, very lucky couples will get to experience love beyond the five senses, within another dimension. Now please take your right hand, and I want you to glide your fingers through the air in front of your eyes, waving it around a few times. And then gently place your hand on your heart. Now I want you to take your left hand and raise it up and cross it over your right hand, over your chest, and give yourself a nice hug. You see, dear ones, this is love. This is what it feels like to love yourself first before you can love another. That's the rule. Or maybe we don't even call it a rule, because rules are meant to be broken. Let's call it a vow. So very often we fall out of love with ourselves, and then we fall out of love with one another, and then we fall to our knees and tear up questioning our very existence. Let's take a deep breath in together and let it all out with an ah. Ah. This is nowness. The nowness of life is so very special. What is nowness, you ask? It's the moment. The very moment that we are sharing together in this beautiful meditation. You see, love isn't what you thought it might be like, right? It has nothing to do with a Hollywood movie, although some of the steamy love scenes, well, we'll take those. Yes, we'll take those, especially the ones in the rain. And your favorite love poem, what are the words? Can you recite them? Do you even have a favorite love poem? Maybe you can find one as an inspiration after this meditation. Maybe you write a poem based on your love. Perhaps you have a favorite love story or a book. Who are the characters in your favorite romance? Do you imagine yourself in their part, in their shoes, in their very embrace with their lover? Who is the character that you play in your love life? And do you know your lines? The thing about love is, we don't always know what our lines are, and we mess them up royally many a time. Sadly, too many of us are afraid to ask for a second chance. We run away in fear. We let our courage drip from our aching heart to the earth, and we forget to forgive ourselves. And we forget to forgive others. Until that one day, that one very day that we stand still in the rain and break open to love's possibilities. Is today the day that you surrender? Do you want to stand in the rain with me and raise your head and your arms to the sky, letting the drops cascade around the edges of your smile? Are you ready to break open to love and to romance? Are you ready to love one or another and yourself, whoever it may be, and let love, romance, integrity and dignity, courage, and life pour out of your heart as it dances gleefully throughout your life so that you can make new positive changes and the necessary decisions to build and nurture your relationships instead of break down, break up, or run. You see, love gets you like that. We falter, we fall, and we fall through. The foundation must be laid. The roof must go up, and like two sides of a triangle leaning against each other, with the love equalized, this is where we begin. I'm here to ask you to keep your kindness, electricity light on in your heart, because it lights the flame of love's desire, and it keeps the roof standing tall with the floor beneath you strong. It keeps the triangle with two peaks connected, each and everything in equilibrium and in balance, no matter what you face or fear. When love's desire is lit and it's burning bright, you feel it through every inch of your body and your mind, and you never want to blow out that candle. Maybe it's a candle at a romantic dinner, unless you're ready for what comes next after that dinner, which is intimacy. And that is a beautiful thing. Becoming a kinder, gentler, vulnerable person in a relationship doesn't take as much as we think. It's all about humility and patience, maybe a little sensuality, and the use of the eyes to wink and to gaze, to speak volumes of romance without a sound. We're never given anything that we cannot handle. Loss, fear, anxiety, guilt, all of it is yours to understand that the very chance to break free from pain is to dance into love in the now, in the moments, freely, nakedly, in the rain, alone or with your lover. Loving yourself most certainly comes first. You can always dance in the rain alone. As your author, or perhaps your love poet on this very kindness meditation, these are not words that are meant to be taken lightly or thought of as poetic verse spoken by way of the heart. They are much more than that. They reveal the very actions that you can take to lean into love in the now. I want you to think bigger, beyond any love you've ever dreamed about. And I want you to take every ounce of pressure or pain, every tear, every heartbreak that you're facing, and I want you to turn your love lamp on. Now, with your eyes closed, put a smile on your face, touch your heart again gently with your right hand, and let your left hand cross again over your chest, giving yourself a nice hug. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath. Feel that nowness, dear ones, and listen to the beckoning call of the Spirit that is asking you to embrace in who you are as you break open into who you are meant to be in love. Welcome to Heaven on 11 and Little Book of Love. A vow can plant a row of roses.